What is going on, everyone? This is Nostalgic Gamer Princess back with another Nancy Drew game. Oh boy, there's fire in the background. That is very, very terrifying. This is Midnight in Salem, and this is actually very surprising. I tried to play this once, because obviously I'd purchased this, and I was like, okay, let's see, but it would not work, and I think it might have been because it was my old laptop. My old laptop was garbage. Every single time I tried to play it, it would like not go well. But then, it would go well, but then as soon as I started my recording device, oh God, my cat's about to freak out. You'll hear it in just a second, I'm sure. She's going to yowl a big one. Anyway, but every single time I would start my recording device, then, there we go. I knew that was going to happen. It would immediately just be bad. So let's give this a go. But just want to throw out a disclaimer that I do curse sometimes. It is a habit I am trying to beat, but we are not quite there yet. So just so you know, I'm not attempting to offend any person or group of people. It's just me being a potty mouth. It's a learned habit that I am trying to break, much like a lot of different things in my life. Anyway, new game. Oh, I'm an amateur. I need so much help. Oh, it's Ned.
Dear Ned, Austria has been wonderful so far. Dad called. He wants me to get an old relic while I'm here, the Book of Apologies, which dates back to the 17th century witch trials in Salem. I'll be going to MOOSHAM Castle to retrieve it before I head back to the States. It's said to be haunted, so I'm expecting some good scares and mysteries. Ever yours, Nancy.
So what happened to Nancy's voice? That is not the Nancy Drew we're used to. Oh, and so the shit begins.
Feels like ages since I was on my last adventure.
Why do you sound like... I don't like that!
So, are you coming in?
That's all right, Miss Drew. I'd prefer to stay out here.
Why? It's so warm and inviting in here.
Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. All of Judge Sewell's effects are there, just as your father requested. Although I will tell you, as I told him, the desk is locked, and I don't have the key. But I will gladly stay and answer any questions you have from the other side of this door. I recommend opening the window for some light. There's no electricity here. Well, in that room at least.
Okay, already I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't like the way that we're moving in this.
Much better. What a wonderful view.
This is different. This is very different.
Oh, great. You know, that room used to be a prison cell. MOOSHAM Castle was the site of the most famous and violent witch trials in Austrian history. The Salzburg witch trials predate the Salem witch trials by 17 years, actually. After the incidents in Salem, Judge Sewell willed his personal effects to be preserved by whichever museum would have them. And since we are the premier historical reference on witch trials, it ended up here.
So, you've seen his Book of Apologies.
The book written by Judge Sewell? Oh, no. I've never actually been in that room.
You mind if I ask why? Is there something scarier in here than creaky floors?
Well, let's just say that ghosts exist in this castle. And if they do exist, they definitely haunt that room.
Ghost? Can't say I've ever seen one, but they are non-corporeal by definition.
I have no idea where we're going with this. Let's open our phone. Checklist. Find Book of Apologies. I can call my dad. I can call Dad and Ned. This is lovely. Hello, Nancy. As I mentioned on the phone, my old acquaintance in Salem asked me for a favor, and since you're already in the area, it would be great if you could help. No worries. I love me a good castle. Still, I apologize for interrupting your vacation. I understand. Don't mention it. It's fun, really. Great, let me know when you've met Dr. Hurst. The book should be hopefully stored somewhere within MOOSHAM. MOOSHAM? Will do. Talk to you later. Take care, Nance. Can't I let him know now? I'll take a picture of this creepy-ass room. Ned, my loving boyfriend. Hey, Nance, how's it going? Hey, Ned, everything is great. Austria has some wonderful views, and the people are so nice. How are you? That sounded a little bit monotone, the way that I said it. Or not monotone, it sounded like sarcastic. Like, the people are so nice. That's a problem with me. I need to work on my tone. I'm good. Still on vacation. Gonna go hang with a few friends tonight. Miss you. Miss you too, Nance. We'll have more time. We'll have to catch up more later. The bus is here. Okay, talk to you soon. No, I love you. Okay, here's how I take pictures. Oh, I have no pictures. And I can take pictures. Okay. Did I accidentally just take a picture? Okay, good. Alright, let's find the Book of Apologies.
Hard to tell how far up we are.
I don't know why we have to talk about that. Ooh.
Malleus Maleficarum. Wow. The Hammer of Witches itself. Gives me chills knowing what it did.
Yes, indeed. A how-to guide for hammering out witchcraft. It was written in 1487 by a man whose name I won't even bother to mention because he used bunk science to send hundreds, if not thousands, of people to their deaths.
Ooh. Malleus. Oh, God, I can't read this. Malice. They probably just said it and I wasn't paying attention. Part 3, second head, question 4. The judge should act as follows in the continuation of torture. First, he should bear in mind that just as the same medicine is not applicable to all the members, but there are various and distinct salves for each several member, so not all heretics or those accused of heresy are to be subjected to the same method of questioning, examination, and torture as to the charges laid against them, but various and different means are to be employed according to their various natures and persons. Now, a surgeon cuts off rotten limbs, and mangy sheep are isolated from the healthy, but a prudent judge will not consider it safe to bind himself down to one invariable rule in his method of dealing with a prisoner who is endowed with a witch's power of taciturnity, and whose silence he is unable to overcome. For if the sons of darkness were to become accustomed to one general rule, they would provide means of evading it as a well-known snare set for their discussion. I'm hoping that I don't need to have any, biblical knowledge, because I know nothing. Ooh, papers. I am very unfamiliar with, biblical matters, to be perfectly honest. Oh! You don't look terrifying. Look at all these papers here.
Some of this stuff looks very old, but it doesn't look like it's very useful.
It's not up to you to judge, Nancy.
Some of this stuff looks very old, but it doesn't look like it's very useful.
Dude, this isn't even Nancy.
Chest, but it won't open. But that's not really important right now.
It will be later. Trust. Ooh, chains? Chains and whips excite me. Not really. That's from a song, if y'all didn't know. Listen, I'm really limited to what I can do here. That's my phone. I'm not quite sure how I'm supposed to navigate here. Girl, it's not here.
Dr. Hurst?
Yes, I'm here.
Austria's wonderful. Hopefully I'll be able to say all this.
Austria is wonderful.
I do enjoy it here myself. I'm not from Austria. I was brought here by my work. The food is quite an experience.
The pancake soup was great.
Yes, the Frittatensuppe. The locals consider it traditional.
Frittatensuppe.
How long have you known my dad?
Oh, Carson and I are not that close. He reached out to me because I'm the historian keeping track of all the relics here. And, as he guessed, we should have the Book of Apologies somewhere.
Lucky I was already here on vacation. I was quite surprised when he called and asked me to come. Though I have to admit, Visiting a castle is something I've never been able to turn down.
Do you do these kinds of things a lot?
From time to time.
All right.
What else can you tell me about the Book of Apologies?
As I mentioned, it's the book written by Judge Samuel Sewell himself, detailing the names of people accused of witchcraft. Sewell was one of the very few judges who regretted his actions. The book became his way of finding redemption. Sewell himself was originally from England, but acted as a judge in the Salem witch trials. Do you perhaps know why Carson would need such a book? Just out of curiosity, of course, it's just such a very unusual request.
He's looking into it as a favor for the current judge in Salem.
Oh.
All right.
I'll get back to it.
Take all the time you need.
So I can't actually come outside until I found this thing. Oh.
Is this Judge Sewell's desk?
Ah, yes. That desk is where he spent most of his time working when he wasn't in court. Custom made. If the Book of Apologies does exist, he would have written it at that desk.
And what's inside this alleged book?
Your father didn't tell you? It was a ledger containing all the names of the accused witches from the Salem witch trials. Judge Sewell had doubts about his convictions, and he wrote the book as a means to make amends.
Allegedly.
Yes.
All right, well, there's stuff to look at here. Look at this. Interact. Ooh. What is this?
I found a letter. It's addressed to Abigail Hathorne Woodley.
What does it say?
I do regret to write to you in this state. I have been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. He asks for her forgiveness and for God's.
Oh my. Dear Abigail Hawthorne Woodley, I do regret to write to you in this state. I have been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. Relentlessly I've cried out for his mercy, longing for his light to bathe my conscience clean. Over recent years, I have sent punishments only attributable to godly wrath. 2 of our daughters have perished, my wife's mother as well, and our latest child did not draw breath when born. I must repent, lest my children forever be held in anger and contempt by our Father. To right the wrongs made in zealous blindness, I am writing a book I call the Book of Apologies. To be worthy of his mercy, I am traveling the world to note down all the names of those wrongfully accused of witchcraft. Let this be my final legacy, my only way to right the wrongs I helped create. My guilt allows me not to ask you for your forgiveness, though know that my soul remains forever tortured by the knowledge of what I have done. With regret, Judge Samuel Sewell. Wow. What does rotate mean? Oh. Damn, they really got into depth, didn't they?
What does this mean?
Hold on. Okay, I had to lower the volume because I was really sick and tired of it.
Locked.
Fuck, are you
Locked.
kidding? Well, how am I supposed to unlock it? How am I supposed to unlock it then? Maybe if I interact with it again? This is already proving to be quite a nuisance. Let's see. Can I uncover this?
Some of this stuff looks very old.
Where?
But it doesn't look like it's very useful.
I mean, I'm sure some of it can be. Girl, do you got a way to get into this chest? Because
Some of this stuff looks very old. But
I'm at
it
a
doesn't
loss.
look like it's very useful.
And I have no one to call for hints right now, which is a super bummer.
Some of this stuff looks very old.
I'm really sick and
But it
tired of
doesn't
this.
look like it's very useful.
Okay.
Hard to tell how far up we are.
Is there anything over here? I am literally looking all over the place and I don't know what to find. Hun, do you have a key?
Dr. Hurst?
Yes, I'm here.
I'll get back to it.
Take all the time you need.
Don't tell me that I am already stuck.